Hey guys, how you going? It's Hot Up a Female, and this week I want to talk about how you can learn to date a strong and independent woman. Now, whether this is the type of woman that you see pretty much everywhere, I mean, you just maybe assume that everyone is a strong and independent woman these days, or you like a particular girl and she's a little different, you've noticed that she's not like all the other girls, and you're just wondering, how do you get her interest and how do you relate to her? So first, so we're all on the same base, I want to kind of give you my opinion on what I believe a strong and independent woman will look like. So the first thing about this type of woman is that she most likely has fairly modern views about about relationships and about life in general. She probably believes in, a woman can do it by herself. This kind of concept that it's perfectly okay for her to pursue a career of her own, to potentially make more money than her partner, and to just kind of make her own mark in this world. And really kind of in some ways have it all, have the career, but also have, a relationship and a good family life, and, and she just has a very full life that she propels on her own account. She will always hold an opinion. So when you mention something, she will have a point of view on that. And this could lead to, really deep intellectual conversations, and it can also lead to really pathetic arguments, just about, battling about who's right and who's wrong, or just whose opinion is better than the other. She can sufficiently stand on her own 2 feet. So if something comes her way, she can pull in the resources in order to cope with that situation. And as part of this, she really more than likely will not want to be viewed as the damsel in distress. She more than likely wants to either be viewed or believes that she is more comfortable with being fully in control of her life and fully self-sufficient of her life. Okay, so if you've identified that this is the kind of woman that you have in your hands, whether it's a woman that you're potentially interested in or you're currently dating, this is how what you can do to attract her and to re-attract her and keep that attraction going. So the first thing to remember is that she is still a woman, and no matter how self-sufficient she is, no matter how independent she wants to project to you, to the world, or even to herself, she still needs and craves a kind of anchor in her life, a place that she can go to that she feels at home with and that she feels safe with. Now, a strong, capable and independent man can easily provide this for a woman, and a part of this is because women have worked so hard, some of them, to portray their sense of independence, or to feel like they are more independent, that it can be harder for them to open up and to be more vulnerable and to be in some ways more feminine and more surrendered to a man that is interested in them, or one that they are interested in and would want to develop something further with, because for them, doing everything by themselves has become a habit for them. They're used to it, they're comfortable with it, and so having someone help them with things, or having someone take care of things or look after things that they usually would, is almost unnatural for them. And I know that some guys, that's why they don't particularly know what to do with a strong and independent woman, because they just think, well, she seems to like to have her whole life together. I mean, what could she possibly need or want from me, or what could I possibly give to her that she really doesn't already have? And in this case, it just is important to remember that even though she's self-sufficient, and even though she has this whole independent attitude and lifestyle going on, at the end of the day, deep down she craves that kind of anchor and that kind of place, that feeling of homeness that only a guy can really provide. So I think the main reason why guys get kind of a bit lost in this area is this idea of what to do when she believes she's right, and you have a suggestion and she just doesn't take it on board. Now, the thing is with these women that you need to have some really strong and firm boundaries. You also need to voice up what your opinions are on things, and if you think that something is right, then to stand by it and don't back down. A woman like this will really respect a man who can stand up to her, who can call her out, who can voice their opinion and not be afraid of whether or not she likes it or not. More than likely, because she is the way that she is, a lot of people will kind of, bend to her will or do what she says them to do. Or maybe she's in the position where she does have to manage a lot of people and she is giving a lot of orders and a lot of, commands or things like that. So again, this is going back to the habit of, how she's used to living her life. So if you're a man who, doesn't back down and kind of just knows what is right and wrong for you, and also voices that and also stands by it, even though she may react in what seems like a negative way in that initial moment, but then she can appreciate it later on, because then she can think about it and go, well, hang on a second, I really appreciate that about a guy who can just stand his ground. Then that will be a really important component in the way in which you relate to her. The third thing that you can do is to encourage her independence, to support her independence, and not to view it as something that you're intimidated by or something that you think she needs to give up or anything like that. And the more that you encourage her independence and show her that you're completely comfortable with it, and in fact that you think it's an attractive quality, then the more that she will feel she's able to be open and relaxed and kind of surrendered around you, instead of constantly trying to either put up this facade or try to do it all herself. So instead of running on the treadmill, by encouraging her in sense and going, if you want to run on the treadmill, you can run as long as you want, I'm not going to hold it against you, then she can be like, well, actually I feel like a break, and you guys can relax and hang out, and she gets to be more feminine and more girly and more open, because something that was so important to her, you weren't necessarily saying it was wrong or trying to take it away from her. The fourth thing I would say is, sometimes these women, they have a lot of things going on in their life, and sometimes these things can come in cycles. Maybe it's like a work thing, and a work project has to be completed, or maybe there's another project that she's working on, or she has to she's putting together something with her friends or her family, or she's got a hobby that she's interested in. So there will be times when maybe her time is very drawn towards one particular activity. And during this time, it may seem that she's neglecting you, or that, she's just not as interested in you, or whatever. During this time, if you can give her that space and know that she will be back once she's done and finished, and use that time to re-energize yourself and do all the things, all the guyish things that you need to do, like go to the gym or go out with your mates, or go do something that you enjoy, when she comes back and she realizes that you are still secure in how you feel about the relationship, and you're not worried, and you encouraged her to go and to complete that activity once it's over, then she's really going to feel that internal strength you have about you, that perhaps guys in the past weren't able to provide for her. So those are my tips on how to date a strong and independent woman. And like with everything, this is just my opinion on, what the best way to go about this would be. Not every guy wants to date a woman like this, and you always have a choice as to what kind of woman that you would like to see yourself with, and to be in a relationship with, and to do whatever with. I want to know what you guys think. I want to know what your experiences with strong and independent women are, or maybe like some of your concerns, or just and also the women. I know that you guys are around, so if you have something to say about either being a strong and independent woman, or your experience being a strong and independent woman with men have been, I would love to read it and know what your comments are. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'm looking forward to your comments. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you again next week. Bye!